just want to show you the cable, and this is the point that the cable breaks, right here at that particular point there. I've also seen it break inside here, but this seems to be a weak point on these cables. As you can see, there is a fold in there. It's this top bit that actually breaks right there. Okay, right, now we have to get on with putting the cable back on the hinge, and I'm just going to show you that process now. First thing we're going to do is put this plastic piece onto this cable here, and if you see this, look each side of the plastic piece, and they will sit into a little notch here and a notch here. Okay. Bit tricky to get in there, but as you can see, it's holder cable. That's one lug in cable, and that's the other lug, and it's in its notches. Now we got to stick it on the hinge. Where I put it is, it's got, the way I have it orientated is, I have this hinge here, and there's two little cutouts in the hinge here, and what I do is this plastic thing then would, there's a clamp on the bottom of the plastic, so you can get in the shot. This clamp, this thing here wraps around this pole here. Now we have the plastic on its pole, as you can see, and what we got to do then is start wrapping this around the hinge. One more time. Okay, turn over the hinge. And what has to be done now is, this cable has to be stuck to this point here, but they don't give you any glue to stick it on. There's no sticky pad like the rest of the cable has. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put a small bit of glue on there. Okay, I've got a small bit of glue on that point, and I'm just going to stick it on. Okay, that's that bit done. Now let's get to the putting the hinge sheet back in its plastic cover. You will have a little cable in here. Sometimes it comes out, just pops out like that, and it sits back in. There's a little notch here at the bottom, and it sits back in like so. Try getting in the shot. Okay, that's in there now. That's the way it sits. And the little lever for the switch is there, that particular point. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera or not. Well, what we have to do now is get this hinge back into its covers. And the way I do it is I line it up with, you actually have a little screw hole here on the bracket itself, and in your housing you'll see a little hole here as well, and the two of them line up. Also, this little switch PCB will slide into just there, and it's between, if you can see it, it goes in actually in here, in between that little metal plate and the actual hinge itself. Okay, so right, okay, so let's try and slide it in now. Okay. And then what we have to do is put the cover on it. And likewise, this cover only goes on one way as well, and you got small clips and large clips. The small clips goes towards this front of the hinge here, where the plastic thing is there. Now, okay, that's that back together. And now we have to put this screw in. It's a small little screw, small little black one. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put the hinge into the LCD screen, and you can see the two notches in this hinge. They'll face downwards, and it goes in like that. And as you can see, that will go in there. Okay. Now, what we've got to do now is push that to one side, and we put in two small black screws. I should have got this ready first. The screw sitting on the screwdriver. Just one screw in. Second screw in. And then this cable goes in like so. Okay, we just got to get this cable in. That in. Now what we got to do is put this on, and it slides from like so, you can see, and it slides upwards, and then it clips into place. And now we have two small screws, one here and the other here, two small black ones. Okay, now we have to mount it in its housing. Feed one cable through first, then feed the second one through. Okay, we'll have two larger black screws then to hold the hinge in place. Put the bottom one in first. And now the top one. Bit of a fiddly job, but if you're doing a lot of them, you get pretty quick at them. This is slow because I'm trying to use the camera as well. Next thing we have to do is put that there. Okay, I want a small black screw. Hold that cable in place at the bottom. There's a screw in it. Now we got to get the cable into its connector. And of course then we got the LCD cable that we replaced, put that into its connector as well. That's that in. Next thing we got now is this black cover. And we'll be using with two small black screws. Okay, that's the cable back in and the LCD back in, as you can see. Now, we got this to go back in as well. And it's two silver screws, there's two of them over here. Two short silver screws. One goes in here. So we can get a better shot at it. And the other one goes in here. Okay. Now we've got to join this up now to its main body. I'm just going to reposition the camera. First thing we're going to do is put this cable here into its connector on the main board. Okay, it's in, and then I'll press this actual connector down. Let's see, can I get a closer shot for you? This cable here, we got a connector that's got to be shoved down. Okay. Now we have this cable here, and that's got to go into this connector up here. I know that looks like it's cable going into it from the camera shot, but there is a little slot at the top for it to go in. I'm not going to be able to show this, it's going to be difficult. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I know you couldn't see that, but it was a very difficult one to put in with the angle I had the camera. As you can see, it's in there now. Okay, put the two housings together. Okay, that's the housings back together. Okay, I'm going to start with the small screws here at the front first. Right here at the front. Bottom, front bottom. Squeeze it together. I just see a small problem here. This plastic lug is going down the wrong side of the... That's it. Another small one. There's two small ones here. Okay. Now, we've got two small ones to go in the top as well. Top, front. Okay. And another short one here, going into this bracket here. Okay, we'll start putting in another few screws as well. I know there's a short one that goes in here. And I have another short one that goes in here, in the hidden. Sorry, that wouldn't be a short one, that'd be a long one, sorry about that. The long one that goes in there. Okay. Now I'm just going to put in all these screws here at the bottom. We've got 3 screws here at the bottom. And they'll be the longer of the black ones. We have 2 screws here now to go in the battery compartment at the back. They'll be the longer of the black screws as well. Right. Next thing I'm going to put on is the hinge cover. Okay. This one. And we have another one here at the bottom. Now we're going to put in this. The black screw to go in here. And we have this piece here to go in. And as you can see, there's a little hoop one side, and it would hook in down here at the bottom, down near the mic input. And that would be a little silver screw. Okay, now we come to this little bracket here, and there's 4 screws for that bracket. And these are the larger of the silver ones. They're kept aside. There's only 4 of them anyway. And then we have this little piece here. And it normally slots in there. As you can see, there's a little slot there for it. Now, goes in. Now. Right, and now we got this little connector, and that's got to go into a little connector there. There's a little connector right there. You see, can I get a shot close up of that? A place there. Okay, and then this goes in. Okay, we have 2 screws to go in. One short here, and one longer on this side. Now we have this house on the go, or cover, whatever you want to call it. 2 screws to go in up here. And we have another screw to go in here. Let's get that in the shot. And the last screw, that, and it goes right here. And all it remains me to do now is charge the battery up and give it a test. Okay, have a battery for it now, half charged, not fully charged, but it'll be enough for our test. Okay, and switch it on. And here we go, we have our camera. There is other issues with this from what I'm hearing, like we have to set up the focus on it, but I couldn't set up the focus without the LCD screen as well, but that's for another video. Hope that's of some help to someone out there in the camera repair business. Thanks for watching.